Hello. Welcome back to another episode of Reddit Cheating Stories. If you like the video, please like and subscribe to the channel. Let's get started with the first story. I want to break his orchestra of tiny violins. My best friend got cheated on. She is the kindest and most beautiful person on the entire planet. For 4 years, she supported him. For 4 years, he had trouble finding a job, and sat at home, spending her money on fancy clothes and in-app purchases. She brought home the bacon, and he occasionally did the dishes for brownie points. She loved him so much and gave him everything. He wore a mask and basked in it. He cheated on her with a random person in the back of a warehouse. He got a job, worked there for a week, slept with someone, then concocted an entire story about how he got fired for the millionth time over something stupid because the world is out to get me. He would have never owned up to it if it weren't for the fact that the husband of the woman he slept with was dedicated to making sure my friend knew what had happened. Bless that guy. My friend and her now ex are currently cohabitating while he builds up enough funds to leave. She's a better person than I am because I would have kicked him out onto the streets. And he cannot stop playing the victim. I have lost everything. No, dude, you forfeited it. You're just not the same person anymore. Wonder why? You're probably just going to move on to the next guy, aren't you? Dude, she was more than loyal for almost half a decade. The literal last thing she's doing right now is the next guy. She's devastated. Her entire life is upturned, and he has the gall to throw himself a pity party? He chose this and lied about it for months until lying became impossible. I doubt he would have ever come clean if it weren't for the husband taking the initiative. In fact, I know he wouldn't have. Other lies have come out since, and he's only admitted to the ones with direct evidence. As though anyone would really believe that the only times he's ever lied were the times he just so happened to get caught. And even then, the truth had to be pried out of him. Why are people this way? How could he? I genuinely don't understand how anyone could do this, especially this guy. He doesn't have charisma, or kindness, or money, or looks. But she saw something in him. He rolled a nat 20 at a disadvantage and gave it all up for a fling in a warehouse. Now he has nothing, and she has a broken wing. Every part of me is out for blood. Of course, I won't do anything out of line, but if life were a movie, I 100% would. I really just don't understand how he could throw something like that away for something so pointless. If anyone out there can educate me on the matter, I'd love to hear it. Maybe any sort of answer could bring peace. I think your reaction to this is incredibly well. You're hurt for your best friend, and she's lucky to have you. He sounds like a pathetic boss. Just keep being there for your friend, but tell her to be careful. If she lets him stay, he could try to claim rights and force her to go through a whole eviction process to get rid of him. Unfortunately, they've been living together for a few years, so if he wants to pull the eviction card, then he can. However, she has the money and the support system, while he has nothing now, so I don't think that will be a path he's willing to test. I will keep being there for her though, undoubtedly. She's always been there for me, and I've always been there for her, and that's been the case since before this clown entered the chat. Tell your girlfriend that this low-life deadweight that has been taking advantage of her is finally out of her life, and this is a true blessing. She will understand this once she meets someone on her level. He is lucky his soon-to-be ex is even giving him a chance to get his stuff together. She should have dumped his belongings outside and got the locks changed. He is a real boss. And did you tell him this rant too? Because you're spot on. To be honest, I haven't yet, but I bought a congratulations card and plan on writing a rendition of this rant in it, then delivering it with a balloon. I like your style. Man, I wish I had a friend like you. The fact that he had support, and his first instinct was to cheat when he got a job? Good lord man, that's too much in every aspect. It makes total sense that you would feel anger and hurt for this situation your friend was in. It's absurd that someone who was, by your description, such an incredible partner would be taken advantage of so horrendously. Your friend deserves so much better than that, and that guy needs a solid few years of working on himself and self-reflection before he gets into another relationship. It's simple really. The line between good and evil runs through the heart of every man, read, everyone. It's the habits, behaviors, thoughts, and character traits we exercise daily in small ways that become who we are in our hearts. This guy seems to have chosen to live a parasitic life of victimhood, laziness, and deceit. Your anger shows how much you love your friend, like a sister, I would imagine. My bestie is like that for me too, and I'd be the same if she had a lowlife boss like this hanging around. Karma is AB, and he's living his. Just remember that, and if your friend starts to weaken, remind her of the stuff he's done. Good luck, you're an amazing friend. He's a narcissist. That's how they can do it. They are narcissists. Plain and simple. They are selfish pricks who don't know what love is and will be trash their whole life. Hopefully, he doesn't guilt her into giving him another chance. With him staying there and her being vulnerable, there's a decent probability. Short answer. Some people are just B and deserve to be beaten up. I'm just curious, and you don't have to answer this if you don't want to. What did you think of him before all the cheating came out? Did you not like him? Did you advise your friend against being with him? Did you see him for what he really is before he showed the world? Story 2. My boyfriend, 28M, cheated on me, 29F, when we weren't official. My boyfriend, 28M, and I, 29F, met at work, and we were friends for a while until I made the first move one night after getting drunk at a bar. We ended up becoming friends with benefits for a while, and it was great. We had a coworker who was constantly flirting with him and always all over him when we went out with our coworkers. Besides that, I simply asked that if we were to be hooking up with one another, we'd be exclusive, for health reasons, until one or the other decided not to continue our agreement. He agreed, and for months, we continued the arrangement until I obviously caught feelings for him. Granted, I think I had them from the start. But I was okay with the situation we had as long as we were exclusive. I didn't care if we weren't in a relationship, so long as I had his company. Months later, I confessed my feelings to him, and he said that he felt the same way. I couldn't have been more ecstatic. 3 months after this, while staying over at his house, I had a gut feeling to look at his phone. The coworker that I was told not to worry about had her name changed to a man's name. There were pictures, texts, you name it. I was furious, heartbroken, depressed, but he begged for weeks. I finally forgave him. He's been on his best behavior since, and we've been officially together. He said he realized that he was in love with me when it hit him what he was about to lose. I love him, and he's been so good to me. I know he is sorry, and he's been trying to make up for it ever since. But as I write this, I have a lousy feeling in my heart. I'm still hesitant about our relationship because I feel like he'll cheat on me any second, but it's because of my paranoia. He tells me I'm not giving the person he is now a chance. When we're good, it's amazing. But my mind gets the best of me. Do I believe him? Was it considered cheating if we weren't together officially? Girl, he has already cheated. That's not paranoia, and your worries are not baseless. It will take a long time for him to gain your trust again. Personally, I would not take him back because I think that you can never go back to the way things were before. Besides, it's a clear sign he doesn't care about you and your feelings and was willing to throw your relationship in the trash for a few pics. So, not great. It also shows his true morals. I wouldn't want to be with a person who has no problem cheating, either in our current or previous relationships. Edit. You both agreed that you were exclusive, even if you were not officially together. He still broke your trust. He changed the girl's name to a man's name in his phone, and he said he loves you? He will continue sleeping with the girl if you didn't see her number. That is troubling. The exclusive friends with benefits arrangement makes no sense to me. Isn't that a relationship? He broke your trust. If he is taking actions to rebuild your trust, and you feel like giving him more time, then keep going. Because that's what it takes. A lot of time, therapy, and your partner doing the work to prove to you that they have changed. Right? I don't care if we're in a relationship as long as we're exclusive, and I have his company. You wanted a relationship, lol. Edited to add. Also, he's going to do that again because he's already shown he's very capable of hiding things and cognizant that what he was doing was inappropriate. He changed her contact info to a man's name. Wake up. He changed the girl's name to a guy's name, and if you had not found out, he would have continued lying and cheating. You messed around with the friends with benefits labels and didn't commit to him as a girlfriend, boyfriend, so you really weren't cheated on. I know you say you had an agreement, but that honestly has no weight because if the tables were turned, it'd be the same deal. Be mad at him for keeping photos, sure. And be mad at yourself for the friends with benefits dumb move. But you live and you learn. Move forward because you played a stupid game and won a stupid prize. It's not cheating, but the lying and the deceitfulness behind how he named her in his phone. I'm also not sure what he has done since to earn your trust back. Sweetie, first, don't mess with people from work. This is where you make your money to survive, don't poop where you eat. Second, never try to have a relationship with a friend with benefits. That's just a dumb idea. If someone wanted you the way you wanted them, they wouldn't want you as a friend with benefits. Third, dump him. He lied, he cheated, and he tried to hide it by changing her damn name on his phone. Which means what? Stop playing blind and acknowledge it. What does it mean? He wasn't going to stop. He doesn't respect you. Let him go. Regardless of how he's acting right now, you can never trust him, and honestly, he won't respect you. You couldn't even respect yourself and know your worth to not be with someone who showed you they don't respect you. Words are empty without the actions to back it up. His actions showed you how he feels about you. Don't ignore it. What he's doing right now is love bombing you into believing he can be someone he's not. Thank you for watching the guys. If you liked it, please a like and make sure to comment to tell us what you would have done in this situation. Also make sure to check the description box if you want to have better relationships or lose that extra weight you can't get rid of. And if you want some videos like this, make sure to check one of these. See you soon.